Hey folks, Stevie here. How you doing? This is a requested video by someone who had seen something. I think I was doing a fly around on my trailer, and in one of the comments they had indicated, "Hey Spence, what is in?" And then they asked about a box that I made, and in this case it is the cabinet and trim tools box. So they said, what was in it? Well, it's not really it's something I just kind of gathered a few things together that I use if I'm going to install cabinets, kitchens, bathrooms, whatever. And so there's nothing really unique or special in here. I do a lot of different things. Kitchen and bathroom installs are one of them. But it's not like I'm always doing kitchens or always doing bathrooms, cabinets really, okay? So anyway, here's a quick inventory of what I've got. So I'm going to just flip this around. I'm going to shine it on the box. I'm going to go through it really quickly with you. So if you want to watch the rest of it, great. Thank you very much for sticking with me throughout the whole thing. And if you would, like and subscribe, I really do appreciate that. And if I'm going to lose you right now, have a great day, because I know you deserve it. And I'll tell you again at the end of the video, because you still deserve it then too. Actually, even more so, because you watched the video. Let's get to it. All right. So this is just a Craftsman Versa stack. And I forget, oh, I know actually where I got this. It was part of a 3-stack system that came on a trolley of some sort. But when I transitioned over the trailer a bunch of years ago, I did not need that, so I got rid of the rest of it. And this was the one that actually seemed to do well as far as the height and everything, so I kept this. And then it became this thing here. All right, so when I open this up, sometimes it'll be arranged a little bit differently, but what do I have? Well, specifically, right on top, I'll just go through what I see. These things are miter clamps, and so they have a wrench right there, and that's a spring-loaded clip, and they hold miters together, outside miters. And so I have 2 wrenches, because I ended up with 2 kits, or pliers, I guess you'd call them, not wrenches, they're pliers. And you see some of the rings right in there. However, I do have lots and lots of rings for when I am doing something large, like a large trim installation, crown, whatever, baseboard, and I need extra ones of these because typically I want to keep these on at least a half hour, let the glue set. All right, next thing I actually moved out of the way are these. These are crown molding holders because as I work by myself, I have to plan things into my day to make sure that I can actually do things. You put these on the wall, they have a little nail slot or a screw slot or something like that, and they will hold the crown a little bit low typically. I don't put them exactly in place, so a little bit low. And then when I go to install the crown, I just lift up and pull these things down. This right here just happened to be extra from the last job I was on. We had windows that went in a cabinet door, and this is just the spline that holds the windows in. This thing here is something I've had for years and years. I haven't used it very often, but I have used it. This is a profiler. So, you know, if I wanted to profile that, and so there's the jar, and so then you can just trace that on whatever you want to trace it on, cut it out, and you've got it. Various, I don't use these very often because I always find that my handles or knobs just don't really line up with this, but these are just very inexpensive screwing jigs for knobs and handles for cabinets, and I have a whole bunch of them, like so, like so, and like so. Here is kind of a more fine-tuned profiler as well, and I do use this. Shelf pins, 5mm, both the L and just the straight pin size and the L shape. These things here are, I think they're called pony clamps, or they're by pony, yeah, and they're cabinet clamps. And so they will align your cabinets on the face, providing that you have a face frame. If you do not have a face frame, these do not work. And so with full inset or something like that, if you don't have a face frame, these are not working. In the last several cabinets I've installed, kitchens, I could not use these. And then after that, what you have simply are just various cabinet installation screws, various lengths, various colors, depending on what the cabinets are themselves. A couple of different sizes, just in case. Some white. And then just some black trim screws, the very, very small head trim screws, and some white, very small trim head screws. And so put back, I just went ahead and randomly sorted it back in there, and it all fits, and I did not bother to take any of those screwing jigs out. Okay, there you go, folks. There's the inventory. So that's what's in the cabinet box, and that's typically what I take when I go in. The nailers, all that other stuff, that's just typical tools I would have out anyway. But that would be anything specific to cabinet and or trim installation that doesn't anywhere else have a home or a use. There you go. Thank you very much for sticking with me, folks. And again, like I said earlier, you have a great day because I know you deserve it, and y'all take care. Bye. Hey folks, Steve here. How you doing? Just a requested video actually from one of my many tens of followers.